Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of Arcade Assault on our week of EVO. Today, Nelly said this week, today we are playing Tekken Tag Tournament. And I'm going to be playing on, I'm going to try on very hard. Because honestly, I feel very rusty at Tekken, so ultra hard may be a bit beyond me right now. So I'm going to be playing as Mokujin as my main in character, and then I will have a rotating second character who I will change every time I lose. So I'm starting with Brian as my secondary, and we'll just see where we go from there. So our first opponents are Prototype Jack and Anna. Okay, so, and I am Ganryu. Okay. That's an interesting looking move. I think I'm Ganryu at least. His stance is pretty much Ganryu's. Okay, I am going to tag out though. I probably should have waited for a slightly safer moment to tag. But hey, it happens. Now, that's... honestly, the fact that I'm actually landing that is very good for me. However, okay, I did not play that smart or safe. And I think Mokujin's changed characters. He's Wang now. That's actually really cool. Like, so he doesn't change... so in this game, he mustn't change every round. He must change every time he gets tagged in or out. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, so I'm Eddie now. Because we know it's Eddie because... I don't know if Taiga would be considered as his own thing in this. And also, he's kind of like a secret character. You have to press start on the character select on Eddie to get him. And we know it can't be Christy because Christy doesn't exist until Tekken 4. And, well, this is Tekken 3. Because Tekken Tag Tournament 1 is everyone who was in Tekken up until Tekken 3. Like, Tekken 1, 2, and 3. The Soul Holdout is gone, and that's because Gon is a guest character. And honestly, I feel like licensing that character out again would probably be a giant hassle. But hey, that is stage 1 done without too much hassle, and our next opponents are Julia and Nina. Okay, so stage 2, a nice fight in the snow, and we have Law as our base character for Mokujin. That is fantastic for me, because Law is one of my favourite Tekken characters. Just like with every other character, I'm not amazing with him, but he is one of my favourite Tekken characters. I will also say, one thing that I kind of appreciate, but also get a bit irritated by with Law, is every time I go back to playing an older Tekken, I kind of forget that he kind of just gets seemingly one move that I really like every game. So I think he gets the big kind of thrust kick. I think he gets that in Tekken 4. And then he gets the big spinning back kick. I think that's in Tekken 5. And obviously I don't have either of those here. And I need to tag out. I threw. Okay, we just got that. Also, I think this was the final Tekken game before... I think this was the final Tekken game before whenever you knocked someone out, they would land and then kind of just, like, do the I just hit the ground and kind of additional pain thing, which was always a little bit weird to me, not gonna lie. Like, ever since I was a kid, I always thought that was a little bit goofy in Tekken 4 onwards. But hey, I'm not here to complain. I will say, though, Tekken 8 came out earlier in the year. I think it came out, like, end of January? No, was it end of January? I don't know. Either way, Tekken 8's been out a few months now, and I still haven't had the chance to play it, because I'd rather play it on PS4, or PS5 more accurately, but I don't own a PS5 yet, so, I'm getting there. I'll get one eventually, and when I do, I will no doubt love Tekken 8. I'm loving watching it. It's such a fun game to watch. Although, to be fair, that's just because Tekken is always good to watch it. When I was a kid, Tekken was always my favourite fighting game franchise. I used to play. Although, credit where it's due, for a long time, I thought Tekken was a really boring fighting game to watch, and now it's one of my favourites. I don't know how that worked. I don't know what exactly the turning point was, but yeah, Tekken went from a game I loved to play but hated to watch to just being one that I love to watch and like to play. Admittedly, I'm not very good at it, but hey. Like, I'm not very good at it, and I don't feel like I have the drive or commitment to, like, sit down. Uga and Alex. Interesting pairing, but okay. But yeah, I feel like I don't have the patience to sit down and commit to, like, becoming really good at a fighting game. Like, I wish I did, but I just don't. Which is a shame, because, like, fighting games are great. Like, fighting games are great, but you know what? That's fine. And there's nothing wrong with just, you know... Wow. What? Sorry, is it just me, or has the frame rate just perished on this stage? I feel like the frame rate just dipped massively for some reason. Okay, so if anything, I'm taking that as I should get this stage over and done with quickly. But yeah, I feel like fighting games are a thing where it's like, you don't need to be amazing at them. You don't need to be amazing at them, like, realistically, as long as you like fighting games, that's great, because realistically, fighting games are just generally a fantastic thing to watch and to play. Even though, admittedly, like, the learning process of a fighting game can feel like an insurmountable wall. Some fighting games are definitely a lot more welcoming, I'm gonna go with, than others. Like, I remember just seeing years ago, I mean, realistic, and not even just seeing years ago, but just like loading up a game as a kid and just seeing, oh, this is a whole lot of stuff. Like, I remember trying, like, I would play Tekken as a kid and think, great, I know what I'm doing. Then I'd play like Dead or Alive or Virtua Fighter, and I could not understand it. I mean, to this day, I still can't really understand Virtua Fighter or DOA. But hey, maybe one day I'll get there. Stage 5, we now have Lee and Bruce as our opponents. Okay, so... Okay, I'm one of the jacks, I know that much for certain by just the way we landed on the stage. I can't, honestly... Also, I know I've said this in almost every Tekken video I've ever done. This jumping kick has saved me so much over the years. It is that I do not know how to play this character. It's that I don't know how to play this character, but I need to get through arcade mode as them kick. Because, honestly, it's basically global, everyone has it, it does good damage, and it's always reliable against the computer. Note, if you go into an online match and just try to spam it, it will probably go horrendously badly. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you just need to way around things. Okay, we got Anna for our lead in round 2, but obviously if I switch characters, Mokujin will change characters again. So who knows, maybe I'll end up, maybe I'll switch and get someone I know how to play. I think Mokujin can become anyone in the game, with, I want to say it's like 4 exceptions. I know he can't become, I don't think at least, I don't think he can become Ogre. I don't think he can become True Ogre, which obviously makes a lot of sense. If he can't be regular Ogre, why would he be able to be True Ogre? He can't be Devil/Angel, and he can't be Unknown, I think. Okay, and we are back to Anna for the start of round 3. Honestly, this is starting to look a little bit dicey. But hey, that's just how fights with Lee Chaolan can go sometimes, aren't they? But hey, when in doubt, we use the crutch kick. Because, okay, big kick on Wake Up. One more hit. Got him. Fantastic. Also, whatever... Yeah, like, Bruce has not been in Tekken in so long. Like, he made it... Oh no, we're fighting Jin's parents. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. They've just left Jin's parent-teacher conference, and they are not happy about his grades. Oh dear. Oh no. Bad times inbound. What was that noise outside? Sorry, I think someone's either cutting their grass really loudly, or just like someone went by on a motorcycle or something. Which is weird, because I'm recording this episode at... It is currently 8:47 PM. So I assume someone must have just been on a bike or something, and it was just really loud for some reason. Anyway, okay, that is round 1 done. Oh no, wait, that must have originated here, not in Tekken 4. Okay, Mokujin is Wang to start this round out. Wang is a character who I always thought was kind of interesting, but I never understood how to play him. Like, his fighting style just never clicked with me. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of characters in Tekken whose fighting style never really clicked with me. And that's decent. Can I get a hit? Fantastic. Bang. Now I just charge and that wins the round. Fantastic. Okay, so... Jin, back to the principal's office. He has detention or something. I don't know. Okay, Heihachi and Yoshimitsu for stage 7. I do like how some team pairings have, like, little introductions for themselves. But I think it's also very funny that Yoshimitsu and Heihachi have one when they very clearly... Like, historically, Heihachi and Yoshimitsu, they don't like each other. Like, they really don't like each other. I mean, Heihachi just hates, like, the entire Manji clan, I think. Okay, I'm gonna switch it, because I am very low on health with Mokujin. And Heihachi can do some damage, you know? Okay, one more hit. Bang. One more. Jumping kick. Got him. But yeah, I think there's a few like that in the game. Where it's either, like, friends, enemies, or rivals, I guess. All having, like, nice little interactions like that. I think some of those are super fun. Okay, now, I have double Brian Fury currently. And I need to tag out, because Mokujin is mostly dead. And hopefully we can get through. Actually, now that sorry, it just kind of clicked in my mind. They might show who the next characters are after the tournament at Evo. Because as of the time of me recording this, they've shown Lydia is coming back. Who, I'll be honest, I never played her in Tekken 7, but, like, she seemed really interesting. Okay, I'm Jin. Okay, I'm Jin right now. I definitely lose that round, okay. But yeah, they showed Lydia is coming back as the next character, and she looks really cool to play. Okay. So that's cool. I appreciate the... And I kind of appreciate that we are getting... what am I doing with words? I appreciate that some of the new characters are, like, they kind of just made an immediate impact enough to just come back straight away in the next game. Obviously, like, the big winner in that regard, I guess, is Leroy. And I think Shaheen also came back? Did Claudio make it in? So, I'll be totally honest, as much as I like Tekken 8, I kind of can't remember a good amount of the roster off the top of my head. I'm really bad at remembering the rosters for some things. Okay, that's our first continue. So, Brian is going to get switched out, but Mokujin is going to stay. So, Mokujin is staying, and we are going to tag in Hwarang. I can't pronounce his name, I'm really sorry. I know he's Korean. Okay, so, this time for sure. And I just... Okay, that's Kazuya. Yeah, that's definitely Kazuya. Like, I'm 99.9% certain that that is Kazuya. Yeah, that's Kazuya. 100%. Because he has the Mishima moves, but he has a stance that is distinctly not To be totally honest, yeah, I think that's part of just what I like about playing Mokujin so much. Just the fact that it is kind of just a built-in knowledge check. I mean, realistically, it absolutely just exposes the fact that I can't play a whole lot of characters. But I don't know, I've always just loved the fact that I get those. Who is this? I think this is Michelle? It's either Michelle or Julia. But I don't know which. I think it's Michelle, but I think their movesets are basically interchangeable, so it doesn't really matter. However, I don't remember how to do the bow and arrow kick off the top of my head. Which is honestly probably a bad thing, considering it's such a kind of basic move for the character. But hey, I might as well tag him through and let him do something here. 2, 3, 4, and I missed the fourth one. The pop-up on that fourth kick is kind of essential to me. But hey, we got him, fantastic. And now we move on to the final stage, I believe. As we now fight Unknown with her weird werewolf stand thing, and we got King as our lead for this stage. Okay. Okay. I don't remember what Unknown's deal is. I think she's also a Mimic character. That was just a Death Valley driver. She's Julia. She's definitely Julia right now. But also just did, like, Kazuya's big jumping uppercut. But those are definitely Mishima moves. Like, 100%, those are Mishima moves. As if I have ever seen them. And, well, I've played Tekken a good bit in my life. I know those are definitely Mishima moves. On the plus side, I think Unknown is just one round. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's just one round. However, I know that to knock her out, you also have to get rid of all of her red health as well. Oh, and that should be one more good hit, I think. Or I might just win via timeout. Which wouldn't exactly be a heroic victory. But it's a victory nonetheless, and never mind, we can just tag it into the last second and won. And I believe that's a win? Yeah, it's just one round and you win. Fantastic. So that is Tekken Tag Tournament done, and we only took one continue on very hard mode. I feel like if I cranked this up to ultra hard mode, I would suddenly have like 30, and I don't know why. Anyway, I'm just going to quickly skip over this, and we can have a look at our ending cutscene with Mokujin. Because, well, before I do that, I should bring up the little thing to say how many times I lost and who I lost to. We only lost the once, and I think it was to Heihachi and Yoshimitsu. Okay, let's see the ascending. Okay, Mokujin just, leading the army of Mokujins. Also, I might be wrong. I may be wrong, but I'm fairly sure that the Mokujin, like the color costume, whatever you want to call it, that's doing all of the moves in the background, isn't playable in this game. I'm relatively sure that it isn't. Because if you pick Tetsujin on character select, if you press square, you get Tetsujin. Triangle gets the Mokujin that I was playing as. And the other two are the other Mokujin. However, I'm not quite done yet. So let's play a team battle. And let's go with full random and see who we get. So, first up, we have Julia and Armor King. Okay, and the AI has Anna and Gunjack. So, place your bets. Will I win this, I guess, first to 8? To be totally honest, I don't think I will. Not gonna lie, that flying Enziguri looks kinda sick. Like, that looks kinda sick. Like, if that lands, that looks so cool. Oh, I stopped blocking at a really bad time. Okay, so, Anna and Gunjack versus Julia and Armor King. I am not having a great time with this already, because obviously these are two characters who I do not know how to play for the life of me. and because there's, you know, two kings, Julia and Michelle, I have a lot less of options. Okay, so we have Alex. Alex is a weird case where he's like, he's got some of his own stuff going on, but he's got some of King's stuff going on. Alex is a weird fighter. I mean, so is Roger, but, you know, that's because they are literally interchangeable with each other. I do kind of want to know, like, if they brought back, like, Alex and... Like, if they brought back Roger and Alex in Tekken 8, would they, like, do more to separate them? I feel like they might. I don't know what they've done with Kuma and Panda in Tekken 8, because admittedly I haven't seen enough of the game. Okay, but hey, okay, we're 1-1. We are on the board. Who's up next? They have Eddie Gordo, who, credit where it's due, I think him being the first DLC character for Tekken 8 made so much sense. Because realistically, I feel like Eddie is like one of the most beloved characters in Tekken now. I mean, to be fair, I feel like he was one of those characters... I mean, I say it now, but like, realistically, he alongside Jin, alongside Hwoarang, alongside Brian, alongside Xiaoyu, like, they, like, the new generation, basically, that came with Tekken 3, they were, like, immediately just... They seemed like they were just immediately, these are the new mainstays for the series. And I think that's really cool. Because realistically, how often will a fighting game introduce an entirely new group of characters? Like, just an entire, like, a mostly new roster. And so many of them immediately become super popular. Okay, I have True Ogre. I know that True Ogre is meant to be, like, super broken in this game. I can't wait to make him look super balanced, because I don't know what I'm doing much, but hey. Oh, I do remember how to do the Fire Breath. Don't worry about that. I remember how to do the Fire Breath. But yeah, like, between them and then Steve, and to a lesser extent Marduk and Tekken 4, I feel like Tekken just kind of... When Tekken introduces its new fighters, most of them are winners. Like, I'm trying to think of who, like, the biggest loser in, like, modern Tekken as an introductory character was. I know that they're, like, good and a mainstay, but I feel like a lot of people didn't seem to like Elisa very much. But I feel like a lot of people don't like Lars very much and don't like Elisa too much. But in general, I think Tekken consistently has some of the coolest new characters. I mean, to be fair, in general, fighting game characters are just great. We love to see them. Okay, up next, we have King and Xiaoyu. Honestly, I'm just hoping that I can kind of keep True Ogre going, because True Ogre is absolutely busted. I mean, I'm not doing a great job of, like, showing how busted he is, but I know he's busted. Okay, you know what? Maybe that's a good example. And let's quickly tag out. But yeah, like, I think Tekken 3 is maybe the strongest, like, immediate, hey, check out this group of new characters that everyone just immediately embraced forever. Because, obviously, when Mortal Kombat introduced their new characters for Deadly Alliance and everything, I feel like a lot of them weren't exactly popular. Obviously, Kenshi was the standout, like, everyone loves Kenshi. To a point where he's now kind of just, like, everyone loves Kenshi in Mortal Kombat to a point where he's now just kind of accepted. Like, no, he was always here. Like Kenshi is... Oh, wow, Kuma just mauled True Ogre. Okay. Like, in the case of Mortal Kombat, I feel like Kenshi... They really just knocked out True Ogre and reverted up a regular one. Okay. Okay. So, third time I'm starting the sentence lucky. Yeah, I feel like Kenshi was a Mortal Kombat character introduced in its 3D era, who was so immediately popular. Everyone was like, "What do you mean? He was always here. He was here since like Mortal Kombat 2." Like he just kind of got accepted in as like, no, he was always here, and I feel like that's honestly the highest form of respect that they could get. Just the fact that they were immediately put in and just accepted as one of the one of the legacy fighters that people always have all the nostalgia for. I think that's super cool. And I mean, to be fair, Street Fighter has tried it a couple of times, but like the new characters from Street Fighter 4 never really kind of hit the mark, I don't think. Because realistically, aside from Jury, most of them aren't really coming back. Like, Abel hasn't come back, El Fuerte hasn't come back, Hakan and Rufus and Crimson Viper haven't come back. Okay, for real though, I would love to see Crimson Viper come back. Like, she was so cool. Like, I hated fighting her, but, like, she was so cool. And, yeah. What are other ones? I can't use... whatchamacallit? I can't use Virtua Fighter as an example, because I know that, one, Virtua Fighter... honestly, it hasn't been getting games for, like, 2 decades. They've re-released 5, like, 3 or 4 times at this point. And honestly... like, I've never been a big Virtua Fighter person, but please, just give the Virtua Fighter fans a new game. Genuinely, please give them something. So yeah, there's that, but I know that Virtua Fighter, I think, has the best record of any fighting game in terms of keeping its characters. I think the only guy who was ever left out of a new release was Taka Arashi. And I think he was back in, like, the next version of the game. So I think that is a great little thing for it. I think DOA also does a pretty good job of keeping all of its characters coming back. Obviously, not everyone makes it into every game. I mean, to be fair, DOA is also a series that's kind of just dead, unfortunately. Like, I don't know if it... like, I know that there's Extreme Venus Vacation, but I know that's, like, a gacha game, and I don't think it was ever officially released in English or anything. And obviously, it isn't a fighting game. But hey, we won! Let's go. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like Tekken introduced its new characters, and they were immediate winners. And I had King as my last character. Okay, so I had both forms of Ogre and both Kings. That's kinda cool. And also, once Law and Ogre came out, it was all them. Okay, so, now, before I finish off this video, I'm gonna do Tekken Bowl, because I feel like it would be a disservice to not do Tekken Bowl. And I'm gonna play Mokujin, and, let's go Gunjack. Why Gunjack? No idea. But yeah, I think, in general, I appreciate when... I kind of... oh, wow, that's pretty fast. I do appreciate just kind of how... just kind of naturally some characters just kind of become, like, hey, they were always here. Like, I think Tekken did it with the cast of Tekken 3, and also Tekken 4 to a lesser extent, because everyone loves Steve Fox. Like, you show me someone who doesn't like Steve Fox, and I will show you a liar. Because he's cool. Also, like, in general, just boxer characters in fighting games are cool. I'm trying to think of a bad boxer character in a fighting game, and I'm struggling. Also, I'm gonna be totally honest, this is going very badly. So the last time I did any bowling in any game, last time I had to do any bowling in a game was when I was playing Yakuza 4 a few months ago, and I breezed through that. I did every challenge for that in, like, I don't know, 20 minutes. It was so easy. Okay, so I am nearly halfway through this frame. Also, this is reminding me, I haven't gone bowling in years. Which, honestly, I kind of want to go bowling, not gonna lie. Like, I'd have to look up, like, when a place near me to do it is, but, like, I remember I always thought bowling was really fun when I was a kid. There's just a certain level of joy, I think, of just kind of wanting to go to it, but there's also just, like, whatchamacallit, how they would always have, like, a little arcade in front of it. I always thought that was super cool. I always loved that. like, maybe I'm weird and just remembering, you know, like, weird, pointless stuff, but I always thought that was cool. That one, not gonna lie, that one not falling over almost feels like a personal attack. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get like 100 and... Okay, I'm gonna get like 100 and something as my end score here. This ain't looking great for me, not gonna lie. Also, I do love the little detail of how Mokujin still changes character every time. Like, on that bowl there, he was Kunamitsu. You know what, I hit 1, so I'm not gonna complain. Okay, can I aim for the middle? Close enough, and then I completely messed it up. But you know what, the slow bowl, and we still hit 8. However, I am aiming over here because there's a funny little thing here, and you can just take people out. You can take Dr. Bosconovich out. It helps if I learn how to aim properly, but still, you get what I mean. Oh dear, I have completely messed this up. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to go bowling again. I don't know if that's because I want to actually go bowling or because it's like the closest I'd get to seeing a regular arcade. And to be fair, I also love a good arcade. I haven't been to one in ages. Probably because I don't think there are many near me. Especially not like the old... I don't want to say like the old style ones, but like... I don't know how better to describe it. Well, that went pretty badly, not gonna lie, but hey, it happens. Okay. Yeah, man, Ganryu and Michelle really cleaned up on that, huh? Okay, so with that, I am going to save and end off this video here, because, well, apparently I'm bad at Tekken Bowl mode, but hey, it happens. Anyway, I'm going to save and end off today's episode here. Next time, I'm going to be playing another fighting game, obviously. I don't know what order this will be going up in. I want to say this will be like Wednesday or Thursday's episode, but to be totally honest, this is the second one that I'm recording. So I haven't quite decided on the order for them yet. Anyway, I'm going to finish off this video here. As always, feel free to leave a comment and click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And I will hopefully see you all next time as we continue playing more fighting games because it's Evo week. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.